Should I call you Hollywood?
No Hollywood for me. Those guys are weird. Ha!
Yeah. Too much of that Kardashian syndrome.
She and the whole family are ugly. Including the former Bruce facelift, Chuntuk Jenner.
L. M. O. Oh well, you know, he's gotta keep his skin up somehow. They are all cray-cray.
You said it. They are beyond cray-cray.
So how was your networking event?
There are some stupid people out there. And arrogant too. One guy looked like the old movie critic Gene Shalit and sounded like Howdy Doody on Quaaludes.
I love your old school references. Did you like my George Carlin reference? I love him.
That was a great one. He was one twisted puppy. Haha! That's why I like him. One day I will have to tell you how I saved the day by doing a well-known comedian's impersonation. No joke.
Oh my. So, how is your day going?
Slow and plodding. But at least productive. Despite my sports background, I really am a true geek at heart, I guess. That's why I loved your comment yesterday about wearing glasses and having your hair in a bun.
LOL, so what do you do that's geeky? I have 2 degrees and I was a consultant in college and with all my sports. I think I totally get that. But my motive is really to mess with people. See how people react. Haha.
2 degrees? Impressive!
Economics and international business.
Sweet. I love that you understand numbers.
Aw. That's awesome. I am just going to set up my blog today. Need to get my website in better shape too.
I may be the only guy on here who says it, but I love the fact that you have brains and humor. Rare and much respected. One day I can help with your blog. But I don't want to reveal the extent of my geekiness just yet. Haha.
Aw. Seriously. I am funny. I do stupid stuff sometimes. I love April Fool's Day. I'm like a big kid, I guess. Life is too short to sit around and be grumpy.
Great attitude. Your dad really did raise you well.
I love geeky side, so don't worry about that.
You. Haha.
So give me examples of your geeky side. Don't be shy. Let's hear it. Haha.
I used to be involved with the financial world, including in-depth analysis of balance sheets. Then, the other day, I presented to about 15 people some super esoteric methods about blogging and getting the content to auto-share on other web properties. Do you know what all of that means in the big picture?
I am waiting. Haha.
Drum roll. That I need to get out more often. That is where you come into the picture. Haha!
That's awesome. Are you being serious that you need to get out more often?
I truly do need to get out more, but I have been studying ways to stay ahead of social media algorithm changes so much recently I just haven't done much super fun stuff.
So are you the super nerdy type who likes to write algorithms? If so, I just might like that.
Most women likely will tend to shy away and roll their eyes when I mention that kind of stuff. But that means a major-sized hug for you.
Aw. My website is one of the lifelines to my business. If that's not running properly, which it's not, then I have problems with that.
When I see you, then remind me to show you some cool things you can do to shortcut your learning curve.
Sweet.
Promise that we will still thumb wrestle, despite my geeky side coming out during marketing conversation?
Of course. So can I ask you a personal question?
Of course.
Why are you single?
I can tell the short story on chat, long story if you are interested one day.
I am interested. What's the short one? Lol.
It comes down to a combination of 3 things.
Oh, let me get my pen out. Ha ha ha.
Number 1, loyalty. Number 2, rapport. Number 3, some really crappy bad luck.
Rapport. Interesting choice of words.
The rapport side comes down to the fact that I always was able to laugh the hardest, longest, and be the most quick-witted with women who, for one reason or another, were older than I was at the time. The ability to have in-depth discussions and laugh on a deep level was tough for me to find, so the only ones I met had their own issues from the past, divorce, being cheated on, etc. So, unfortunately, I created a disconnect in them, someone who is loyal and funny, but they knew that there were inherent issues.
You mean baggage?
For some, there was more baggage than Joan Collins on vacation.
Or Joan Rivers.
Thanks for appreciating another old school reference.
My grandmother loved her. She and I laughed together when watching Joan on TV. She was cray-cray, too. But in a much better way. Ha ha. So you lived in this city your whole life?
Actually, grew up out of state and then came here for college, but I have been here for the last 15 years.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I have never visited where you grew up. I moved down here right after college as well. I have no family down here. Which sucks. I'm really close to all of them.
I can tell. That is a great trait to have.
Oh, and by the way, I ask questions like a fifth grader. Ha ha.
I love the fact that you are close with your dad.
Yeah. He's my buddy.
Seems to be a trait which is becoming extinct these days.
Aw. My dad is great guy. Was at my games when he could, but he was always supportive.
Nice job, Dad. Give him a major high five from me for forging a pretty cool daughter.
Ha ha. Well, you might not say that after I tell you I hate the NFL team from where you grew up. My dad got me to cheer the team near where I grew up from when I was really little.
That's okay. I hate the team where I grew up, so when I see you next time we can boo that team together. Ha ha ha.
Awesome. FIGUREFITNESSDX, when football season rolls around it's on for me. I'm like a dude like that. I love to have Sunday football parties at my house. I'm glued to the TV like an addict.
Ha! I love that you are a football girl. In fact, that is your new temporary nickname. FG.
If I could come up with an algorithm for all the sports scores to predict winners, I would be one happy freaking girl.
Yet another FG reference. Haha!
FGA? Hope that's not a dirty reference. Well, not yet anyway.
I will give you a better nickname down the road, but I have to have something with you which you can appreciate that is ours and ours alone.
I'm just tellin'. I run circles around people. I love to debate. And I love political debates.
Yes. Someone who can see beneath the surface of C-SPAN. I hope that you enjoy political humor. Ha!
I used to read 5 newspapers a day. Don't anymore, as it's only 4% of the real truth.
Amen. The only factual stuff in the newspapers are the final scores in the sports section.
Yes, but I have to my New York Times.
Just make sure that you skip the marooned out editorials. Ha ha ha.
OMG. You are freaking cracking me up. So, I have to ask. What is your ideal type of woman? Besides being funny and smart. You just seem too on the ball. I bet you run circles around them.
Only when my bad knees allow me to do so. Ha ha!
You know I always thought that they put the funny guys in the catcher's position. I guess my assumption was correct. Ha.
I aim to please. Or please to aim. Or both. Ha ha ha.
Exactly. Nice catch. Pun intended.
I knew that I liked you for some reason. And now. For quite a few reasons.
Well, I am old-fashioned church girl. I go to church every weekend, I then do my thing. But I do have a wild side.
Well, I promise that I never will ask you to send racy pics or videos. Do you know why?
Please tell me.
Because I won't be able to properly reciprocate.
Dare I ask why?
Because I probably don't have a profile side down there. Haha.
You are cray-cray.
I do have one bad quality photo which I think you might like though. It will appeal to your sense of humor.
Send it. I have women hit on me at the bar. I'm used to it. Story of my life.
I will compliment them on one thing only. At least they have good taste.
I could care less. Someone stares at my round butt, then I just stick it in their face. Here you go. Take a closer look.
Actually, you are the one who is cray-cray. Haha.
Haha. But it's true. That's me being real.
When dudes hit on me, I never would do that. They probably would take me up on it.
Haha. You have a crazy side, don't you? I can tell. You just keep it locked up. Tightly. Haha.
Haha. I do. It's been tough to let out, but it definitely is there.
Why tough?
Not everyone appreciates a high energy, playful guy. It sometimes is too intimidating, or too quick-witted, or too unconventional. Especially if I show my passionate side, then it can be too much for some. So I keep it in reserve.
Well, you've showed up at the right inbox.
Woohoo!
Yes, I do want to learn about this crazy side about you. I tell ya, you always say what's on your mind.
No, because I have learned through many years that discretion tends to pay off. People usually spout off stupid things and then come back days later with their tails between their legs and apologize. I do defend people I care about, though, so you will always be safe with me.
Oh, Daniel's son. Very smart you are. I like all those things. And I have to say that I don't run across many mature men with integrity. Apparently, I am a magnet for the stupids and the meatheads. So, what I can tell you is how much I appreciate the honor you hold.
Thank you! That's the second hug I owe you now.
I missed the first. Ha ha.
So much for my math minor in college. Haha. I love the meat and potatoes approach to things. But I promise to make no more food references until you are done with your upcoming competition.
I love homemade Italian pasta dishes. Just like Grandma made for me.
If you are up for a new pasta dish, then I will make one for you. But I will wait until after your show is over.
You are super sweet. How would I be able to get a sample of the recipe on one of my last cheat meal days before the show?
I guess you are just going to have to give me directions to meet you and I will bring you some. And I will steal your protein powder when you are not looking. Ha ha ha.
Well, I am more than happy to give you my number if you feel comfortable taking it.
I would love it.
I like it. My number is